Gratitude greetings. Yes, there are change makers. There are silent, inspiring people. There are humble people. And there are wonderful people who are working as teachers, translators, academicians, and whatnot. The list is so long. And Foram Patel is also an author. So I'm super inspired to talk to her. Welcome, Foram.
Hello. It's great feeling to have you here on the screen though.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for having me here.
थैंक यू थैंक यू आप ऐसे ही तारीफ करते रहना तो इंटरव्यू अच्छे जाएगा कोई
Same
अच्छी
to you.
फीलिंग
Thank you.
आएगी थैंक यू so please
Okay.
tell us what is the secret of your smile.
Well, the secret of my smile is I have learned it that to smile should be a habit. You cannot
ऐसे
wait for the
कैसे अप्स
reasons
एंड
to
डाउन्स
come
आते
your
हैं
way.
हाँ
Of course, that's the thing that I was to elaborate. At a certain age, people believe my friends and family say that I am premature of my age. So at a certain age, I realized and digested it that I cannot wait for reasons to come to me to give me a justification whether I can smile or not. I'll have to make it a habit, a regular routine. If I keep on smiling, probably I will learn that this is life, because we have divided life into this these categories, ups and downs. So ups goes for happy moments, and downs go for moments that where you think that if you are not going to be sad, then you are not justifying the grief को बुरा लगेगा, अनहैप्पीनेस को बुरा लगेगा क्योंकि आपने जस्टिफाई नहीं किया. सो वी थिंक कि अगर जैसे कि किसी की डेथ हो जाना, आपके साथ कोई ट्रेजेडी हो जाना, कुछ हो गया, तो आपका दुखी होना जरूरी है, ये आपको लगता है, क्योंकि आपको लगता है कि ये जो है कॉज एंड इफेक्ट ऐसे ही जाते हैं. अग्री, कॉज एंड इफेक्ट ऐसे जाते हैं, बट देन आफ्टर सर्टन टाइम यू नीड टू कम बैक टू द रेगुलर स्टेज एंड यू नीड टू डिसाइड दैट व्हाट इज योर रेगुलर स्टेज, what is your regular state of mind. And my regular state of mind is I am a person who would love to smile regardless what is happening in my life. So that's the secret of my life.
so beautiful so powerful and wisdom just flows like गंगा जी वाह 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 तो आपने बोल दिया कि भाई ग्रीफ को भी बुरा लग जाएगा and
Correct.
we should not accept it as highs as happy moments and lows as sad moments.
Exactly.
Yes,
We
yes.
are very typical in interpreting them.
So beautiful. Okay, what is the secret of your happiness now?
Happiness, again, I would say that it is again been articulated by me as a language person who is closely associated with languages, and a person who has started working on translations, and a person who has traveled across various states and countries. I have been observing that there are various peoples, different mindsets, different cultures and psychologies, but then the ingredients of lives are same everywhere. Everywhere it's the same, the way we communicate things, the way we see them. So the artifacts, the ingredients and the feelings and the emotions and the theories, the science behind them are one and the same. There is nothing new about them. So we need to understand one thing. When I say we, it's more particularly about me. So as I told you, at a certain age, I had to realize that I am not the newest person on this earth. Things have been happening and they are happening with me too. So that's not a great deal and a big deal about it. So let me just go with the flow. We have heard this, from a lot of people. Go with the flow, go with the flow. But we need to stop and realize what does it mean. Okay, go with the flow. You need to accept certain realities. We are not, we are very much self-obsessed. That's the reason we give too much values and too much importance and too much emphasis on what we are going through. And when we say this, it's like, this is something that's happening with me. That me is very much very much emphasized. हो रहा है वो एक अलग सेक्शन है, और वो मेरे साथ हो रहा है ये एक अलग बात है. तो सेकंड वाला बहुत हैवी है. And happening with me, you don't know what I have been through, you don't know what I have achieved. So that very we and my type is very much heavy. So मैंने उसका balance जो है वो थोड़ा equal कर दिया है. Fine, it's happening, and fine if it's happening with me. I am the one who is being chosen by the destiny, and that's okay. And that's the secret of my happiness. So if anybody ever asks me, how are you? I am the person who cannot answer very fakely. You can, if I'm not well, I can say. If Sunny Nagpal is asking me, hi, how are you? And if I'm not well, I say, come on, don't ask me, I'm not well. I would say this, okay. But if somebody asks me, and if I'm going through something, I would say, I am okay, life is exciting. So my definition of life is exciting is that particular graph, it's going up and down, up and down. I just, feel that if my life's graph is just a linear line, a straight line, how would I feel? I know about everything, and I know what's going to happen tomorrow with me. How would be the life? It would be very mundane, I would say. It would be very tiring if I know कि ये ऐसा ही होने वाला है. So if my happiness is lingering with me today, कल भी मैं खुशी होने वाली हूँ, मैं परसों भी खुश होंगी. Very boring, I would say. So it's important that it's just go up and down, and that's why I am happy, because it's going up and down. So different moods, and that's the secret of my happiness. I have started enjoying all of them.
Acceptance, going with the flow, and not making.
Yeah.
मेरे साथ हो रहा है, oh God, why me?
Yes.
So beautiful, and you are truly very spiritual. Now let's talk about the so-called, in your words, most exciting moments, your happiest moments, your highs, your magical, वो blissfully feeling. वो कौन से रहे हैं आपके? If you can share 2-3.
I can share 3 of them. Like 3 mistakes of my life, the 3 numbers. I have a lot of moments of where I can say that I was very sad, and moments that I could actually, feeling like celebrating it. Number 1 was when I first time painted. My father is an artist. He's a painter, a wonderful painter. He never taught me anything, but genetically it came to me. I used to observe him a lot. So one day I felt like, let me paint something. So I directly took up the brush, and I didn't take the pencil. So I draw something. I draw a woman figure, and it came out to be a wonderful. After looking at it, I was feeling it's me who did this. So and then I showed it to a lot of people, my teachers. That was the age where I was just studying. So I showed it to a lot of people, and they asked me that you do paintings, go to painting and do spare time and do paintings and gift us one painting. So I did that. I gifted 20 paintings and gifted to each one of them, my teachers, regardless whether they were in my departments or not. I used to be a popular face in my college days. So I gave away one painting to them. I don't know what has happened to them. So that was the great feeling that I am a good painter. And the compliments that I received for my first painting was amazing. Second and third have recently happened with me. Second is I cleared the GSET examination. Now, what GSET examination is? It's an examination for the eligibility of being a professor in a college. So that almost took my 3 years. How did I used to read? If I am dropping my mother to a mall, I would say, Mom, you go inside. I'll just sit in a car, and in a car I am reading. In a bathroom I am reading. I am traveling and I am reading. If I am sleeping at 10 o'clock, but 10 to 12, I am reading. So, this is the way I kept on reading and reading and reading, because in English, there are a lot of people who keep on writing. So there is no full stop or comma even. So you had, you are supposed to read a lot. And there are well buzzing writers, in English these days. So I had to read a lot. So for 3 years, I kept on reading, and somehow I thought that, okay, now this is the time I can appear in the exam. I appeared and I cleared that. That was amazing for me. And the third is my book publication. I have been behind a publisher, a local publisher in Ahmedabad for almost 3 months. And my idea was, because I can do clay modeling and I can go for painting. तो मेरी हमेशा से इच्छा थी कि मेरी कोई भी बुक होगा उसका कवर पेज जो है वो मेरी पेंटिंग होगी. तो हमारी पेंटिंग्स जो मैंने कुछ एक बहुत मेरे क्लोज दोस्त हैं उनको मैंने दी थी, तो उनसे वापस मंगवाई, फिर उनके फोटोग्राफ्स अच्छे रिजोल्यूशन वाले, सब कुछ रेडी था. एंड that person, the publisher who was working on it, I don't know what are his intentions, but then he fell. And then he was hospitalized, and was not keeping well for almost 3-4 months. This is the talk of January 2022. And then I thought, what is to be done with this? My first book is suffering a lot like me. So then I thought to go for some online publication or so. So I tried my hand out, prepared the manuscript, designed everything on my own. I sent it to one of the editors I indirectly know. And the next day when I wake up, I saw the notification that your manuscript is accepted and we are releasing it. So that was the great moment for me.
Wonderful, wonderful. So beautiful. From clearing the exam to working hard to publishing a book and to painting. Okay. Now, one big achievement which you feel, wow, Foram, kya baat hai?
Well, when it comes to some words like success and achievements, people may have different definitions. But for me, achievement is something that people can see that this is achievement, and at the same time, you inside feel that yes, you have achieved this. So that one achievement is the one that right now I'm sitting in that office. Earlier was the time, I'm talking about some 2-3 years back, where I was working so hard, and if I am supposed to meet and make my proposal, I'll have to wait outside of somebody's office. But now I am sitting in the office, but I make sure I'm not keeping anybody waiting outside. I always welcome the proposals, but I am heading a very good position, heading an institute, 7 institutions as a head. That is one achievement to me. And the another achievement is I have learned how to justify this position, and that was a long journey. In last 5 years I have been very conscious. I have worked upon myself that I could be better and better in terms of my body language, in terms of the way I speak, in terms of the way I think and perceive things, everything. I wanted to justify a position, so I learned them. And when I felt like yes, I am a better person now, the very moment I got the opportunity. So that's a good achievement for me.
When you are ready, the universe blesses. We deserve. We don't just desire and be idle. Okay, now coming to, some qualities that you learn from your family members. In one word answers, 2 things you learned from your family.
Number 1, ignoring things. Unnecessary things can be avoided. We a problem with educated people is we want to listen to everything, we want to pay attention to everything, but we other than learning new things, probably there are more important things that you should understand, that you need to unlearn certain things and you need to stop certain things. Your journey in learning something will of course keep on and on and on, but you need to stop and understand that these are the things that have been injected in you as a person, as a child. You need to get away from them, and that is unlearning to me. So number 1 is I need not to listen to everything. Number 1. Number 2 is patience. Taking things not lightly, but taking giving time to things. It takes time. You need to understand it takes time, be it relations, be it job, be it someone, and anything. If you want to things to go in a better way or a better flow, or things to work out, you will have to be patient. Nothing can happen all of a sudden or overnight. So that patience and learning to avoid things when you need to balance up things, because you as a human being, you are not, nobody on this earth is that smart, intelligent enough to handle everything together. You cannot manage your private, personal, social and professional fronts, all of them together in 24 hours. So you need to put a balance into that, and for that you need to learn that there are some things that really don't need your attention. These are the 2 things that I have learned from my family.
So beautiful, so powerful, so spiritual. Every answer of yours is touching the heart. So now coming to one word answers, life in one word.
Love.
Love in one word.
Habits.
Painting in one word.
Colors.
Language in one word.
Feelings.
Forum in one word.
Life.
Thank you so much for being full of life and love. And I love your confidence and so much of spiritual wisdom straight from your heart. So comfortable. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best in all your future
Thank you.
endeavors.
You made 30 years of our interaction such a beautiful experience for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.